welcome to the Witch's Cauldron. My name is Paula. Today's video in the Wicca 101 series is on spellcrafting. Now, there are a few things that you kind of need to consider when you're sitting down and you're crafting your spells. The very first thing you need to stop and think about is, what is the intent or the purpose of my spell? Okay, so is it to bring wealth to you? Is it to banish something? Is it to do protection of your home? Is it, a love spell? I hate those, by the way. Is it, for, is the intent of your spell for, are you wanting to attract something to you? Are you wanting to push things away from you? Are you wanting to manifest something in particular to a very specific situation that's going on? Are you doing protection work? Are you doing shadow work? Are you working on yourself? So you've got to think about what it is that you're trying to do. Okay. And it's kind of like, once you figure out what you want to accomplish, then you backtrack and you plug in the parts of the spell that will help you focus the intent and to magnify the energy that you're going to harness and then draw in and then release to manifest that spell. Okay, because a spell is, our Sabbats are our holy days. That's where we do our honoring of the divine. Okay, our Esbats are usually like when we do spell work. So our spell work is very, very closely aligned with the lunar phases and the lunar cycle. Okay, so and I will link maybe up in the cards. I'll do it in the cards. Actually, it's over here, I think. In the cards, I will link the video on the Esbats and the Sabbats, and it goes over the different lunar cycles. And in the handouts for that, in the description box of that video, there is a table of correspondences, like of the different full moons, what those correspondences are each month, what the main intent of that full moon is, etc., etc., etc. And I'm also going to, last week's handout had a couple of magical correspondences tables in it, and I will also link that down in the description box to that video. Okay, so once you figure out your intent, and in general, if you want to bring things or draw things to you, you want to do that in the waxing phase of the moon. Okay, so that is the day after the second day of the new moon, okay, through to 2 nights before the full moon. Okay, so the full moon is actually the night before the full moon, and the night after the full moon. The dark moon is the night before the new moon, and then the new moon is the night of the new moon and the next night. Okay, so that kind of gives you the feel for the lunar flow. Waxing moons are usually to draw stuff to you. Full moon is like, a lot of the time what I do is a lot of divination, manifesting of my wishes, like really important stuff to me. The waxing moon is getting rid of stuff, banishing stuff, getting rid of bad habits, something like that. The dark moon is inner work. That's your shadow work. That's working on accepting your shadow self. I will, at the end of the video, I'll link the video that I did on shadow magic. and what your shadow self is. But the dark moon is for shadow work and working on things that you may not like about yourself, but they're part of you, and you need to learn with it and accept it and love your shadow side, because it is a part of you and it's helped form who you are now. Okay, and then the new moon is for new projects, starting new things, getting inspiration, creativity, that kind of stuff. So once you figure that out, are you wanting to attract something, to manifest something, to repel something? Is it a new project, or are you working on yourself? Then you start thinking about, okay, there's one thing that I need to remember to tell you about. And that is to make sure that you check the lunar cycle. As the moon goes through its circuit in the sky, it moves through the various zodiac signs. Okay, each zodiac sign has its own set of magical correspondences. But there is a thing when the moon is moving from one sign into the next. The moon becomes what is called void of course. And I will write that down here. And you want to refrain from doing any kind of magical workings if the moon is void of course, because typically things go wonky on you. Okay, you have to pay attention to a lot of the planetary movements. I highly recommend Llewellyn's produces calendars every year that shows you day by day the moon phase, what sign it's in, what planets, could be in retrograde. Like at the filming of this particular video, Mercury is in retrograde. So I automatically know that I'm going to have like issues with communications, issues with cell phones, issues with computers, anything that I use to communicate with, and even have typically a hard time, this is when you can get into some pretty silly arguments because you and maybe your partner aren't communicating as well. Okay, because Mercury is the planet of communication. You got to think, in mythology, Mercury was the messenger. Okay, so you have to look for planetary issues that might be going on that could make stuff go a little bit wonky, like being in Mercury retrograde and you wanting to do something with like improving relations or improving your communication, something like that. You want to kind of look at what's going on around you. But I highly, highly recommend that you not do magical workings when the moon is void of course, moving from one zodiac sign to another. There is actually an app, and I know it's for the iPhone. I'm not sure if it's available for Android or not. It's called iLuna, ILUNA. And I think it was like, $2.99, $3.99, something like that, to purchase. And I will pull it up on my phone so that I can show it to you. And you will see on today, wait a minute, trying to get it so it's not quite so daggone glarified. Okay. And you'll see that here's the information for today. And I cannot get this so that it's not glaring like horribly. Sorry about that. So today we are in a waxing moon phase. The moon is in Aries until November 20th at 6:42 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. It is going to be void of course on the 20th from 5:46 p.m. until 6:42 p.m. when it will then enter into Taurus. Okay, so this little app on my phone is, you know, a lifesaver for me to do real quick, you know, what's going on, what sign is it in, and things of that nature. But like I said, Llewellyn's, you can get them on Amazon, or you can order them from Llewellyns.com. They have daily planetary guides. They have the regular calendars, and it depends on what you want. You know, I usually get the one that's the astrological calendar or the tarot calendar, but they have like steampunk and everything, and all of those calendars from Llewellyn's have the planetary correspondences and the motions, and tells you when things are going to be void, of course. They also produce what is called the Witch's Date Book or the Witch's Calendar. So those are both good too, because they also give you like ritual ideas and recipes and everything like that. So those are just a couple of recommendations. I love the Llewellyn's calendars and their, you know, planetary guides and their astrological guides and everything like that. I highly recommend them. I just can't say enough nice things about them. And of course, there are also, you know, websites that you can check online for the lunar phases and the correspondences and stuff. But first thing you do, intent, are you, you know, what phase of the moon would be best for this spell? And then you want to think about, okay, so let's see, if I want to do something, what day of the week would be the best one? Okay, so you stop and think, Monday is the best time to do things about illusions and glamour, sleep, peace, beauty, prophecies, women's mysteries, dreams, emotions, travel, fertility, gaining insight or gaining wisdom about something. Monday is ruled by the moon, okay? The colors affiliated with Monday are silver, white, and blue. And typically, like the main goddesses that are affiliated with Monday are Diana, Artemis, Selene, and Luna, okay? Tuesday is ruled by Mars and the planet Mars, okay? And you want to look to do work involving courage, having victory over something, success, strength, your convictions, defense, wards, protections of your home, protections of yourself. The colors are red, black, and orange, very warlike, very fiery kind of, because that's an action, you know, emotion. And the gods that you usually work with on Tuesday are Mars and Aries. Now, Wednesday is ruled by the planet Mercury. So that can tell you right away that Wednesdays are going to have to do a lot with communication. So it's communication, the arts, change, luck, gambling, fortune, chance, creativity, things like that. The colors affiliated with Wednesday are purple and orange. And the gods that you usually work with on Wednesdays are Mercury, Hermes, and Woden. So for those of you who follow the Norse pantheon, you know Wednesday is Woden's day, right? So Thursday is ruled by the planet Jupiter. So that's going to be things to do with abundance, protection, prosperity, strength, wealth, and healing. The colors affiliated with Thursday are purple, green, and blue. And the gods that are affiliated with Thursday are Thor, because it's Thor's day, Jupiter, and Juno. Friday is ruled by Venus. And this is a great time. Fridays are for love, birth, fertility, romance, gentility or gentleness, pregnancy, friendship, and passion. So the colors are pink and aqua. And you would typically want to work with like Venus, Aphrodite, Freya, a goddess like that, if those are the intent that you want. Saturday is ruled by the planet Saturn. And Saturdays are for banishing, protection, wisdom, spirituality, cleansing of the home, spiritual cleansing, cleansing of yourself. The colors are black and purple. And the deities typically associated with Saturday are Saturn and Hecate. Sunday is affiliated with the sun, and it's about success, promotion, fame, wealth, prosperity. The colors are gold and yellow, and the deities are Brigid or Brigid, as it's in Gaelic, Helios, and Apollo. So when it comes to color correspondences, okay, when you're doing your spells, your timing is like one of the first, your intent is the first, then the timing, and then you start getting into the fun stuff, okay? What can really amp up what I'm doing, okay? So in general, red, the color red, is its elemental correspondence is fire. The planetary and astrological correspondences for it are Aries, Scorpio, and Mars influencing Saturn. The chakra is your root chakra. That is, fight or flight. That is keeping you grounded. The body parts, like if you're wanting to do some kind of healing, the body parts with red are the bones, your teeth, your nails, colon, prostate, rectum, and of course blood, any blood disorders. So the magical associations with red are passion and fire, courage, strength, power, renewal, energy, improved health, ambition, motivation, desire, leadership, improving your self-esteem, business deals, combat or war, confrontations, buying and selling of items, mechanical things, making repairs, and also hunting. So then, you think that, red, and then you've got pink. So there is no elemental correspondence for pink. The planetary or zodiac influences are Venus, and it influences Mars. The parts of the body involved are the muscular systems, okay? There is no corresponding chakra. So pink is about, where red is about love and passion between, two people, or passion or drive to do something. Pink is about loving yourself, personal success, personal harmony, your friendships, people that you care about in a very deep manner, and not just passion, but the romance, harmony, partnerships, getting motivated, getting your ass in gear, physical energy, sex, exercise, surgery. It's great for like doing recuperative work, for surgery, selling or adopting animals, gardening, woodworking, new beginnings, honor, morality, your emotions, femininity, breast cancer, homosexuality, compassion, relaxation, and infants. So then we'll move on into orange, which is another fire element color. It is affiliated with the sun, Leo, and Sagittarius. And it's also affiliated with your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is your center of like your sex drive. It's all about your, you know, your drive and your sex drive and your sexual organs. So think about that area of your body. It's about your pelvis, your kidneys, your uterus, bladder, lymph. It's about sperm. It's about adrenaline and digestion, your lower part of your digestion. So it's also, orange is great for relieving depression, dealing with feelings of abandonment, increasing your opportunities, increasing happiness, mental alertness, breaking down barriers, material gains, kindness. It helps seal a spell, harvest, strength, dominance, and legal matters. Yellow is affiliated with the element of air, and it's also affiliated with the planet Mercury and the signs of Taurus and Libra, and it's affiliated with your solar plexus, which is about your, you know, it's right at the base of your sternum, and that's your center of willpower, okay? And it is affiliated with your lower back, your spine, your gallbladder, your pancreas, your liver, spleen, and digestive issues. It's also good for healing, friendship, increasing your productivity or being more productive, getting rid of negative thinking, creativity. Like if you've got writer's block, or you're an artist and you're having a hard time with inspiration, this is great. Yellow is a great color to incorporate. Inventiveness, prosperity, self-esteem, beauty, humility, and intellect. Now, gold is affiliated with the sun. It is affiliated with the God, okay? And it's about money, inspiration, prosperity, wealth, and power. Think of all of those kinds of traits. Okay, green. Green is affiliated with the earth, with the element of earth. And it is ruled by Venus and Mercury, and it is affiliated with Aquarius and Cancer. And green is your heart chakra. So though that's all about love and your home and, you know, things of the heart. And it controls your upper back, spine, shoulder, the breasts, heart, lungs, respiratory system, and your circulatory system. So green is good for increasing love and trust. It's affiliated with fairy magic, and I'll do a special video on fairy magic. General healing, your general state of wellness, transformation, new beginnings, money, think green money, prosperity, your career, employment, hope, health, garden magic, herbal magic, fertility, luck, courage, change, peace, harmony, success in your relationship, beauty, soulmates, artistic ability, affection, partnerships and alliances, marriage, decorating, gifts, income, gardening, gardeners, architects, artists, let's see, dancers, engineers, entertainers, music, painting, courtship, dating, household improvements, planning, events, and shopping. Whew, that's a lot. Blue. This blue is affiliated with the element of water, and it's ruled by Jupiter and the moon, and it is affiliated with Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, and it's your throat chakra. Your throat chakra is all about communication, okay? And blue is about the neck, the throat, the thyroid, lungs, ears, and the mind. So blue is for increasing wisdom, joy, opportunity, patience, peace, truth, loyalty, meditation, introspection and insight, fidelity, remove confusion. It's about the ocean, elevation, calming, long distance travel, higher education, political power, social standing, dealing with foreign cultures or countries, religion, philosophy, publicity, luck, growth, sports, horses, legal matters, doctors, guardians. Blue is affiliated with police officers, psychologists, charity, self-improvement, research, studying, and reading. Okay, now violet or purple. That is ruled by Mercury and Saturn, and it's affiliated with, and Jupiter, and it's affiliated with Capricorn, Gemini, and Sagittarius, and it's your brow or your third eye chakra. And it's involving the face, your nervous system, upper respiratory system, bones, eyes, ears, pituitary gland, and the emotions. Now, violet is one that I use a lot because it's about clairvoyance, spiritual protection, relief of emotional hurt, heal your wounded pride, about gaining wisdom, spirituality, increasing your psychic power, meditation, justice, forgiveness, humility. It's about the occult practice. In other words, witchcraft, spellcraft, hidden forces, secret dealings, memory, intelligence, education, messages, editing, contracts, writing, advertising, astrology, visiting friends, and ambition. Okay. White is affiliated with the moon and Pisces, and it's the crown chakra. So the crown chakra is your connection to the divine. So it affects the best, like your brain, pineal gland, and semen. I'm going to put it there. And white is good for safety, protection, transformation, enlightenment, connection to a higher self, and becoming more outgoing, relieving shyness. It's about the cycle of life, freedom, health, and initiation. Now, black. It's ruled by Saturn, and it involves teeth and bones. And you can use it in combination with white to show the balance between light and dark, okay? But it's also, for balance, union of opposing forces, divination, creation, rebirth, absorbing energy, patience, binding, stability, material gain, protection, karma, death, manifestation. It's about the law, understanding your limits, overcoming obstacles, sacrifice, real estate matters. Let's see, tests, civil servants, apprehending criminals, plumbing, justice, wills, debts, discoveries, elders, and the truth. Now, gray and silver. Silver is affiliated with the goddess, okay? So it is ruled by the moon, and that's for divination, secrets, and psychic awareness. Now, brown. That's affiliated with earth and Scorpio and Capricorn. And brown is about security, friendships, animal magic, nature magic, generosity, fruitfulness, new beginnings, the harvest, health of your pets and livestock, grounding and centering, strengthening, solidifying, making sound decisions, improved concentration, focus, telepathy, finding lost things, and anything to do with your animals. So when you start thinking about that, okay, the colors, okay, then you start thinking about, okay, my altar is going to look like this. Then you can get into gemstones and herbs. what is going to help you come along. I'm going to put up a separate video on my 13 power herbs for witches and my 13 power gemstones for witches that are like the best multi-purpose stones and herbs that carry a wide variety, cover a wide variety, and they are the most versatile ones to have around to be able to help you increase your intent. So then again, you want to think about what gemstones are going to help. What kind of incense can I make that's going to help? Then you need to decide how you're going to craft that spell. And in the handouts, there will be like a worksheet of, you know, what you did. So you've got your timing, the zodiac influences, you've got your colors, you've got your gemstones, you've got your herbs, you've got your intent, you've got everything you need. So then you've got to craft what the spell says. Okay? And it can be, you know, as simple as, you know, Lord and Lady, hear my plea, bring lots of green money to me. Something like that. I mean, it can be really down, dirty, simple, boom, that kind of stuff. Or it can be a lot more involved. And it's just depending on what your intent is. I mean, a spell can be as simple as putting a bay leaf in your wallet and saying, you know, never let me be without money. Make sure that I always have the money that I need to take care of my needs. Okay? Let my wallet never be empty again. That kind of thing. And you've got to put that intent into it. So when you're doing a spell, you've got to think of how you're going to raise energy, because that's all about it, okay? It's a matter of raising energy, focusing it, and then releasing it out into the world to bring around the change that you want to see happen. In other words, to make the magic happen, okay? So there are several ways you can do it. You can raise energy by singing. You can raise energy by drumming. You can raise energy by dancing. You can raise energy by saying a mantra like and just imagine a, you know, ball of energy getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And when it's, you know, out like this, you release it out and you push it out into the universe. You can raise energy through sex magic. So a lot of people kind of make, I'm going to liken a spell to, I call them prayers with props. Okay. It is no different than saying a very intense prayer to the divine to intercede on your behalf to bring about some kind of change or to affect some kind of change. To do in the magical world that you cannot accomplish by yourself in the mundane. Okay? So with that, I am going to end this right here with those basic correspondences. Some of the correspondences that I've gone over in previous videos, like I said, I'll link them in the cards, in the description box. And the handouts will also have some magical correspondence tables. And be on the lookout for the 13 power herbs and the 13 power gemstones for general magical workings. So until the next time, my friends, merry we did meet, merry we will part, until we merry meet again. Be well and walk in light, everybody. Bye.